The Wild West, a time and place where the line between legend and reality often blurred. A world filled with untamed landscapes, fearless outlaws, and tales that continue to captivate us. But some of the most fascinating stories have been lost to history, until now. Our first story brings us to the perilous roads of 19th century California, where one stagecoach driver became a legend in their own right. Charley Parkhurst was known for their unmatched skill and bravery, facing down bandits, navigating treacherous routes, and delivering passengers and cargo safely through the wild frontier. But Charley carried a secret, one that wouldn't be discovered until after their death. Charley Parkhurst, the fearless driver who outlived many of their contemporaries, was actually born as a woman, Charlotte Parkhurst. Living as a man in a time when women had few rights or opportunities, Charley not only mastered a male-dominated profession, but also made history in another remarkable way. It's believed that Charley was one of the first women to vote in the United States, an act of defiance and courage that wasn't discovered until years later. Charley Parkhurst's life was one of daring adventure, resilience, and a quiet rebellion against the societal norms of the time, a story as wild and unpredictable as the frontier itself. Our next tale takes us to the unforgiving Sierra Nevada mountains, where the infamous Donner Party met their tragic fate. Stranded by heavy snow and facing starvation, their story has become one of the most harrowing tales of survival in American history. But there's another lesser-known mystery that still haunts these mountains. Legend has it that some members of the Donner Party were carrying a significant amount of gold with them, a fortune meant to establish new lives in California. As the situation grew desperate, it's believed that this gold was hidden somewhere along their route, buried, in the hopes that it could be retrieved later. Over the years, many have searched for this lost treasure, combing the mountains for any sign of the hidden gold. But despite numerous attempts, it remains undiscovered, perhaps lost forever beneath the snow and soil, or maybe just waiting for the right person to find it. The Donner Party's gold, if it exists, is a reminder of the hopes and dreams that were buried along with those who perished in those frozen mountains, a silent testament to the harsh realities of the frontier. Our final story is perhaps the most bizarre, a tale that blurs the line between life and death. Meet Elmer McCurdy, a small-time outlaw whose criminal career was marked by failure, but it's what happened after his death that truly sets his story apart. In 1911, after a failed train robbery that netted him just $46 and a few jugs of whiskey, McCurdy was killed by law enforcement. His body, unclaimed, was taken to a funeral home where it was embalmed and put on display, initially as a morbid attraction for locals. But McCurdy's journey didn't end there. His body was sold to various sideshows and carnivals, traveling the country as a macabre curiosity. Over time, his identity was forgotten, and his mummified remains became just another prop, until they ended up in a California funhouse. It wasn't until 1976, during the filming of a television show, that McCurdy's body was rediscovered, mistaken for a mannequin in a Long Beach funhouse. Forensic experts identified the remains, finally putting an end to Elmer McCurdy's bizarre afterlife. Elmer McCurdy's tale is a chilling reminder of how the lines between fact and fiction, life and death, were often blurred in the Wild West. A story that is, quite literally, stranger than fiction. The Wild West was a place of endless possibilities, where legends were born, and where even the most ordinary lives could hold extraordinary secrets. These stories are just a few of the many that still echo through the canyons and deserts of the American frontier. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more incredible stories from history. Until next time, keep exploring the past. It's full of surprises.